Hey guys, how's it going? Dr. EG3 here. Just out doing some walking. Just wanted to stop by and just let you guys know something I was thinking about. So, your mind is the most precious gift you have been given. And it's not about what happens to you, and it's not about what you do that makes you happy. It's actually what you think about it is what makes you happy, right? You know, your mind is actually the most powerful tool and gift that you actually have at your disposal. Now, let's think about it. So, somebody's mind, the human mind, has actually brought us great things like amazing works of art, tremendous and outstanding music, you know, from classical to rock. Think of all the different styles. Technology, right? You know, the phone that I'm recording on, you know, the device that you're looking on. Think of it, you know, plasma TVs, whatever you want to call it. Hell, plasma is actually out of date now, but you know, the clothes on my body that I'm wearing today, right? So it all started with somebody thinking about it, right? So if you compare like the human mind to like other, you know, things that are out there, you know, think of any other creature or animal that's out there. Let's just think about the apex predators, right? So, you know, lions, they're known for their cunning, their strength. Think about sharks, right? You know, they're known for their speed, rows of teeth. Think about smaller animals for survival's purposes, right? Like, you know, frogs in the Amazon rainforest, they can secrete poison from their skin. Think about the plants and all the things that they do, right? But it's gonna be some shock to some of you people to think it's when I say this, but your mind was not created to make you happy. Your mind was created for your survival. You know, if you think of it, we come into this world, we're pretty, you know, if you have a kid, you're pretty much, you know, helpless at the beginning, right? But it's your mind, or human mind, is what was able to actually carry us forward and, you know, help us with our survival. So your mind is not created to make you happy. It's created for your survival. So there's actually this part of your brain, it's actually called the amygdala, right? And what it does is it scans the environment at all times to try to find negative information, you know, because there's a point in life, you know, if you, you know, if you want to think about, I don't know, if you miss good information, it's kind of like too bad, so sad, right? Like, oh my God, look, I missed the buffet. But if there's, you know, you're not paying attention, don't look both ways before you cross the street, you miss information, I literally could have got hit by a bus and then my DNA would have been wiped off the place of Earth, or face of Earth, right? So the amygdala was to help you survive when times are really rough. So again, your brain isn't designed to make you happy, it's to help you survive. But what I also thought about was, isn't it amazing how whatever you focus on seems to get bigger, or you notice more of it, right? So for example, you know, I remember when I was looking for a car and I was like, oh, I haven't seen this car around. This is the car I'm gonna get. I'm gonna be the only one with this car. But then you guys notice, like, when you finally get your car, then you start seeing that damn car everywhere, right? It's just crazy. It's just cars everywhere. So another thing to think about how powerful your mind is, have you ever noticed how when you think you look good and think you look banging, how it just changes your whole demeanor, changes your whole, and you thinking you looking good, thinking you about to go out, and you know, it just exudes in your confidence. But then there's times where you think you look frumpy, it affects your confidence as well, right? So your mind is just a very, very powerful thing. So, you know, here's three things. One, even though you may not be able to help what happens to you, you can choose to what you think about and how you process it. Now, that doesn't mean that it's gonna be easy. Doesn't mean it's gonna be difficult, that, you know, depending on the circumstance, that it won't be hard. But, you know, we have a lot of, you know, other people with, you know, beautiful minds that could help us through that. So if you have challenges or difficulties processing things, you need to maybe go talk to someone. The second thing that I want you guys to consider is, you can't expect to have positive thoughts when you bring in negative things. So here's an example. Y'all don't tell my mama, but you know, I just tell her, stop watching the news. She doesn't really go more than 5 or 10 miles away from our house ever, but she's always telling me how dangerous the world is. But she's through the view of sensational news that's focused on the negative. think of it. There's not many positive things that go on the news, and this is none to my friends who may be in news. But again, we're not outside, reporting, hey, look at, we're at this airport and there were no crashes today, right? It only happens when there's negative news. So again, your mind is not to make you happy, it's to help you survive. So you process and you focus on negative information a lot more than you would positive information. And then the last thing that I want you guys to remember, you were created to be a creator. That beautiful mind that's brought us art, that's brought us music, that's brought us all types of culinary delicacies and things around, just all started with a thought. So I want you guys to know that you're amazing, you have a purpose, you were created with a unique design, and you can control, you can change, but more importantly, you can create the future that you want to see. So all right, guys, man, just something as I'm walking. So talk to you later, man. Love you guys.